case of chain passing.
On the overlap.
Brazil will score.
Dummies and goes. Tyrone Roberts. That is his specialty.
Hello everyone, Rabbs ran for round 2 of the National Rugby League and what a start. 2 out of 8. I hope you fared a lot better than I did in the tipping from last week. 2 crackerjack games this Friday night and the first one is the Seagulls and the Rabbitohs. This is on the Central Coast at Blue Tongue Stadium. Now this should be an absolute beauty. The Seagulls were run down last week while the Rabbitohs were absolutely exceptional against the title holders and I think the Rabbitohs might just get up here at Blue Tongue. Manly played very, very well on the Central Coast. This could go either way. I'm really not confident about the Rabbitohs, but on the back of their form last week, you have to tip the Rabbitohs. The other one is the All-Queensland derby between the Broncos and the Cowboys. The last 3 appearances up there at Suncorp Stadium, there's been 2 points the difference between these 2 teams. The Broncos were outstanding last Friday night. The Cowboys struggled a little bit before they got on top of the Raiders. On the back of the Broncos' form last week, I'm going to tip the home team to upset the Cowboys here and get their second win on the trot. 3 great games on Saturday. The Warriors, the Dragons, Storm and the Panthers and the Roosters and Parramatta. The first one, the Warriors and the Dragons. I think the Warriors will win this one. They were very disappointing against Parramatta. The Dragons were exceptional. Our director will be very, very pleased that the Dragons got away to a flying start last week. But I think it'll all come unstuck over there across the ditch. The Warriors to win. The Storm came from nowhere to beat Manly 23-22. A very, very good performance by the Storm. Craig Bellamy has got them cherry ripe. The Panthers were good against the Knights in a very lacklustre game. I think the Storm down in Melbourne are very hard to beat. I'm going to tip the Storm. The Roosters and the Eels. Well, the Eels were the surprise packet of round 1. The Roosters, the disappointment of round 1 along with the Newcastle Knights. I think the Roosters will bounce back. They'll be smarting from that thrashing at the hands of the Rabbitohs last week. Parramatta were good. They'll put up a good fight, but I think the Chooks will win. Then we come to Sunday. Our NBN television game on Sunday is the Titans versus the Tigers. The Titans good against the Sharks on Monday night, and there's plenty of time to back up. The Tigers a little bit disappointing, so I think the Titans will win at home. They might get a couple of troops back as well. The Knights and the Raiders, now this is 6:30 on Sunday evening. And the Knights, very, very disappointing against Penrith. They got some concussions through Tyrone Roberts and Kurt Gidley. Gidley and Roberts are both fit, apparently. Gidley will go to full-back. Darius Boyd out with a hamstring injury. Gee, they've got to improve. I think they will at home. They seem to have the wood on the Raiders at Hunter Port Stadium, so I think the Knights will beat the Raiders at home. Monday night, the Bulldogs and the Sharks, both last start losers and both a little bit disappointing. I think the Bullies will bounce back though. I think they've got plenty to play for, and the Sharks, well, they've copped a couple of injuries through Gallen being out, and Carney is in a little bit of doubt too. I think the Bulldogs will win this one. Good luck with your tips, and I hope you get more than I did last week.